What up, everybody? What up? Welcome to the MALEROOM Show. Welcome to the MALEROOM Show. We got Rollo. We got JB the Gent. Let's go.
I like that.
Yeah, welcome to the MALEROOM Show, y'all. Huh? Let's get it in. Let's get it in. Let's get it in.
Yeah.
Yo, welcome to the MALEROOM Show, y'all. We doing KB, we got Rollo, and we got JB the Gent. We have a good show for you. Very good show for you. What's up, bro?
What up?
What's cracking, man? What's cracking, man? What's cracking, man? Look.
Uzi, how you feeling, baby?
Hey, I'm feeling good, man. Feeling a lot better. Feeling all right. Feeling cool. How about y'all, man?
Yeah, man. We here.
Yeah, dog. Look, man.
I'm doing good.
You doing good?
Feeling good.
That boy good right there.
Sunny Sunday. You know what I'm saying? Sunny Sunday.
That boy good. That boy good.
That boy good right there. Yes, sir. Look, man, we about to start the show, y'all. Thank you for all the support on the pilot show. We really, really, really appreciate it. We definitely want to just send an applause out there. It was a success. I mean, a lot of people, they watched it, they critiqued it, they had a lot to say about it, man. So that's what's up.
Yeah,
I really appreciate the love. This is episode number 2, fellas.
Yeah.
This is episode number 2, dog.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's gonna be fire. It's gonna be fire. Look, check it out. Before we get started, man, you know, I had a little I saw something on Facebook on the little videos, right? You know, passing up some time. And I saw something that was really funny. And I want to go ahead and play all this clip real quick, man. Check it out.
What in the world?
Go, keep watching it.
Okay. That's not bad.
That's not bad at all.
That's not bad.
No, that's not bad at all.
Oh shit, this is about to be bad.
Oh. I see the still picked up. Hey, why she looking like that?
Oh shit.
Oh. Wow.
Oh, listen, man. I died at that.
Got an equal opposite reaction, bro.
Yo, fellas. When I say I died,
to even think.
Listen, man. Look. Shout out to big people. I'm a representative. You feel me? Like it's certain things we can't do, big people. Big people. Listen to your president. Listen to your big brother. Some things we just can't do.
Oh man. It
ain't meant for us to do certain things, right? So yeah, don't ever do that again, man. Whoever you are, please don't ever do that again.
Wow.
And we gonna keep it moving, man. But I had to do something real quick. That was funny, man. I died laughing when I saw that. I said, yeah, this lady is crazy.
That's a thing to see, man.
That is crazy, man. So shout out to the big girls and to the big boys. Rollo.
Yeah. Yo, again, thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. For those that tuned in yesterday, any platform you're watching us on, we appreciate you. Sorry for the slight delay, small difficulties, but you know we're gonna always be here. So, yes, at this time, fellas, please get your cups in your hand. Please get your cups in your hand, fellas. Once again, we have come together for conversation, camaraderie, and this overall continued sense of who we are, who we're going in to be, just to have some relevant, conscious conversation of issues that are very, very relevant and just relevant to men and women in society today. So this is what we do, and we're glad that we're here. I appreciate my brothers here. I appreciate everybody that tuned in, people that tuned in last show. But as we
embark
on another round table that has transformed into the mail room, let us not ever forget the foundation that is our Trinity. Let's go, fellas.
Let's go, man. Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh, look at Jay with the glass now. Okay.
Oh, y'all making me feel like
my initials on it. They
now
got
you feel
JB
some type of way.
Y'all making.
Oh, it's engraved. Okay. Oh, it's engraved.
Why y'all make me feel like I'm just with the red cut? Oh, because I did that on purpose. Y'all get it?
Oh.
Y'all didn't get it.
Nah. I see it now.
Let it go. I'll have my glass next week.
Yeah. Get your glass, man. Go to Dollar Tree, General Dollar, Dollar General. $4.99.
Don't do that, Tate.
Just saying, man. They got glasses everywhere, man. You can have my glasses. Matter of fact, you take these. You have me glasses.
Don't do that.
I'm your brother.
I'm your brother. You know.
The red cup was suitable for me today. I don't care. Man, let's get into it, man. Let's get into it.
Go ahead, baby.
So we're gonna get into our topics of the day. Our first one today. This is a very interesting one. I think this is gonna spark some real good conversation amongst the brothers. Should a man feel obligated to pay for his woman and her friends when they are out for dinner and or drinks? This question stemmed from a video I saw where a dude, and I'm sure other people have seen it. He took his girl out. Her girl had like 1 million of her friends, and she got upset with him because he didn't pay for them. I personally thought this was a very interesting video. It could be a skit, whatever, but I do think it's a relevant topic. If Tay want to go ahead and play it, Tay want to go ahead and give everybody a clip that haven't seen it. Gotta get the sound up.
She was mad though.
She was really upset, and I just didn't think it was a relevant. I didn't think she was right in this. Now, rather it was a skit, or that really happened. I was on the side of the dude that said, no, I'm not paying for them. You know what I'm saying? This is your birthday. I mean, you brought your girls out. If they didn't have any money to come out, then stay home. I think it's a very talked about issue a lot amongst a lot of people, and then especially modern women today. Some have that mindset. Now us as men, if we ask our girl, if we plan to take our girl out on a date, we're going to foot the bill. We're going to do what we have to do. But if you bring 10, 15, 20 of your girls and it's just out of nowhere, and I'm not prepared to foot the bill for that, I'm not going to foot the bill for that. It's just to me, it's just common knowledge. And for her to have gotten upset as she did on that video, that's just, that's it for me. That says a lot about who you are, and just not even to communicate with me that you want me to do that. You know what I'm saying? It just, to me, it was just plain to see that she was wrong. So yeah, let's dive in, fellas.
You gonna look at the camera? You want me to?
I'll let you spin this out, man. Listen, I'll let you do this, man.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with the situation. That's the first thing I'm gonna say. There's nothing wrong with the situation of a guy paying for somebody he offered to take out, and then if her girl comes along, that's all right. But it has to be talked about, though.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's one thing. You know what I'm saying? That's just common respect and courtesy. Like, you know what I mean? To say that?
To say it like, why do I even have to, that's how Jay said it, like, why do I even have to say these words right now?
Right. It's like, I mean, they still work the same, right? Common respect and care. They supposed to. But
Yeah.
I mean, even in that though, like that. See, some women attach this to trying to get to know them. Let's just take a guy and a girl.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy wants to, you know what I'm saying, be like, hey, you know what I'm saying, in that scenario, don't you come out, you know what I'm saying, I'm out at the bar, club, Brase. I want you to come kick it with me. And so some women think that since you're interested and you want to, since it was one-on-one, I know what you would do. But since maybe I'm already in the situation of with my girl, so my interest is with my girl. If you want to pull me your way, you got to deal with that too.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way, you know what I mean, that I believe that they think of it as.
Yeah.
But that is not an obligation. That's the thing I don't like about it. It's like, obligated? See, that's what I was reading the question. I'm like, obligated? Like, seriously, obligation? No.
Notice she used the
don't have
word
an
supposed to.
obligation to do that.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
she used the
saying?
word
Some guys,
supposed to.
the girl probably ran into some guys that do that. There's guys that do that, man. Like, this guys like, all right, just to stretch pocket, just to show them, like, oh, I got you and your girl. This is what I could do. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just dudes like that. And that's cool. Shout out to them. It is what it is. But a man is not obligated to do that. No, you got it. And for you to be upset as if it's an obligation, oh, that's retarded. No, we gotta have to run some words. I agree completely how my man stood his ground on that. Like, no, I don't believe that. I really don't. I believe in definitely courtship. I do believe in that. I believe, hey, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
That's
even if you talked about the scenario before, I'm like, hey, my girl's with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just all right if I bring her. You know what I'm saying? It's all. I don't think we was gonna do all that, whatever the case may be, whatever how they put it. I'm like, all right, cool. But I have a right to be like, nah. You know what I'm saying? If you with your girl, it's cool. We'll kick it another time. We ain't gotta argue about it. You know what I mean?
Where's the communication? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's simple.
Right.
Where's the communication? Let's be adults about the situation. You know what I mean? Like, you my girl, you know what I'm saying? You want your girls to be out. Let me know, maybe a couple of them, they want to come out. One of my girls, she might not have no money. You know what I'm saying? And then y'all could talk about it. If somebody's embarrassed, at least you could let her girl, hey, I got you tonight. Don't worry about it. It's cool. But when you bring 15 of them motherfuckers, no.
Oh, really?
Like, really?
Right. I feel that, man.
Come on, let's be grown about the situation for real. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go, Izzy.
Yeah.
First of all, if you're talking to me, if you're having a conversation with me about one of your friends who don't have any money that want to come out and hang out, you're talking to the wrong person. You should be talking to your girl, telling her tonight is not your night. You might want to stay on home. I'm not going to ask my date or my guy or my whatever. I'm not going to ask him to pay for you. Right. So if you dissect this video a little bit deeper, she used words. She used some very, very possessive words and like entitled words, like supposed to, and all that kind of stuff. And he was like, I'm not paying for you and your friends. You brought like 18. I think it looked like he was exaggerating, but he looked like he was close to it was close. It was at least, I saw at least 7 of them. Right? And she was like, you supposed to pay for our food. I guess it's for her birthday, whatever. And the whole thing that caught me kind of like off guard is the end part where he was like, well, I'm about to leave you. You gonna roll with them or you gonna roll with me? And she said, you gonna leave me? Don't nobody want to be with a broke N-word. He wasn't talking about leaving the relationship, even though you put him on a you kind of like caught him off guard. Mm-hmm. You thought he was gonna leave you as in like a relationship. So she jumped into a whole conclusion, and then she started smiling about it. If you look at it closely, so that lets me know that she knows that this is stupid. This whole video is dumb. There is this is the most dumbest video probably in the history of shorts. In the history of clips, this is probably the dumbest 22 seconds of a clip, because there is no way in the world you have a guy that is willing to treat you out for your birthday, whatever, and you bring the Foot Clan from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles with you, and you like, I want you to pay. I'm expecting you to pay for the Foot Clan and Shredder, right? Like, yo,
Hey, which one was Shredder? Which one was Shredder?
The one that was talking.
Oh, okay, oh, got you.
He's Shredder, and that's the Foot Clan, right? And my man is like, yo, he's the sidekick. Like, yo, I'm not, Shredder, I'm not paying for you, Shredder. You know, like he's letting her know, like, yo, I'm not obligated. A man is not obligated. I'm not obligated to do nothing for anyone.
Nothing.
It's not a period, you know, and I don't think anyone is in general. But there is levels to this, and there is code. Like, yo, I mean, there are things that I have to do because I'm a man. I have to do these things. It's not a lot of obligations because I'm living. I have a living. I'm doing certain things. If I take a woman out, it's because I want to spend time with her off the phone. I want to be in person with her, so I'm gonna take her out. I expect her to expect me to pay for it because I asked her. You know what I'm saying? Right. Y'all know me. I'm still big on chivalry. I mean, I know it's a lot of people say chivalry is dead. I mean, it's on life support right now. I'll say that.
It is.
It's in chivalry's in the ICU right now. Right? but the thing is that if I'm taking a young lady out on a date, then I'm going to treat her, right? And so that's just the kind of guy that I am. I'm going to treat her. However, you're not going to, if you're not going to impose yourself on my benevolence and my kindness by bringing all your girls, I don't even know them like that. You know what I'm saying? You thought I was going to pay for everybody. So when the bill came, you just told the waiter or the waitress, give it to him. He going to pay for everybody. He looked at the bill, this long receipt came like, yo,
what's really going on?
I didn't have surf and turf and lobster tails, and who had the ribs? Who had the $16 ribeye? Who had the potato whip? Like, you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it was rude and it was disrespectful to bring up 100 people and then you expect your man to pay for it. You didn't even say that. You know,
have any of us been in this situation? Have we talked about? Have any of us? I know we don't have many round tables where we have any of us like.
I've never been in a situation like this. This is a different situation. This is a situation where she's bringing women who got money. They got money. Okay. She's bringing women
that wasn't shown. We didn't know. Maybe they didn't.
No. What you mean?
Like we don't know from the video who had money and who didn't.
No, what I'm saying is she brought her friends.
Yeah.
And he took her out for her birthday in the video. She brought her friends. Yeah, right. She invited people to, and she thought he was gonna pay for everybody. These women got they got carry-out bags, bro. Somebody paid for that.
Right.
He didn't pay for them. So they had money. Is what I'm saying.
Gotcha.
If you look at the video, they have like leftover bags. So they had money. She invited her friends, and she thought that he was gonna pay for her and her friends. He's just paying for her because it's her birthday. So that's the whole thing. It's like, it wasn't like, oh, surprise, they ain't got no money, blah blah blah, whatever. Like, no, it wasn't like that. She invited people, period. And boom, it is what it is. Like, when the check came, he probably got the bill and was like, yo, this is like 500, 700, what? Yo, we getting close to a G. What's going? I'm paying for her, me, and whoever else he was paying for that he knew of. Everybody else is on their own. And so that triggered her, like, what? You supposed to not even embarrassed. She talked about her, she felt embarrassed. She felt like she was embarrassed because he did that. When really he's like, yo, I'm not obligated to pay for you and your friends. And she's like, you're supposed to pay for me and my friends. It's like, no. I'm not supposed to do that. You know what I'm saying? That's because this is a whole different set. It ain't like a group of girls come, then all of a sudden, they just don't. We realized they didn't have no money once we got to the spot. That's different. They already came with their own license, credit card, the whole nine. Because again, some of them young ladies had a bag in their hand, like leftover bag, because they had to pay for themselves, and she didn't like that.
This is probably like an obvious answer question, but how do y'all think their relationship is based off this? Like, what is their relationship like when they're at the crib?
He a simp.
He a simp.
He's simp. He can't.
What you think?
I think he said SIMP.
Yeah. I mean, what he did was
perfectly.
You could tell that he probably set her expectations to a certain level. She's used to a certain thing, and then he just like, I ain't gonna do that no more. I ain't gonna do that right now. I ain't gonna do that. He probably done balled out before her. I wouldn't put it past him because there's no way in the world that she should be reacting this way. It just
seemed like she is like unconscious. Like she wasn't listening to herself speak. It was crazy.
No, well, when she smiled, I think she knew she was crazy because she was like, "Nobody want to be with a broke N-word," and I'm like, "But you're with him though." Like,
you're with him. So what are you talking about?
That's your man, baby. Like, what are you talking about?
I don't want to be like, come on,
call your man broke and you with him, and you want him to pay for everybody. Like,
y'all didn't just hook up last week. I'm pretty sure. So you with him? Like y'all been together? Like he. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. It was a very, very obvious example of where a lot of women's heads are, and maybe he played into that before too. We don't know that either, and that could be it. You never know. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he was fed up. Maybe he was fed up. Like tonight, nope.
If I was a betting man, I'm pretty sure. If I'm a betting man, I'm pretty sure he done took this chick shopping. He done did some things. He has done some things to enable this particular reaction. So they both play a part.
I agree with that.
Her reaction is definitely disrespectful when it comes to the actual assumption that he's going to pay for everybody. But at the same time, it's like it's almost understandable because again, if you do this with a woman, like, and you're you taking her shopping, you doing all this kind of stuff and everything, and then the first time you say no, boy, you about to go through a whole episode. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be, you might as well. I mean, the way you start is the way you finish. If you gonna start doing all that,
hey, keep that energy, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, keep that same energy, brother.
We got to do that, man. That's kind of what we're gonna talk about. One of our next topics, like, you know what I'm saying? Because one thing I did learn from our last relationship is, like, if you're gonna be in a relationship, man, you got to be consistent, bro. Like, whatever foundation you set, you know what I mean. And if that's what y'all doing, that's what it's gonna be. Then women expect that, and that's one thing I do understand. You know what I mean? Because as men, I think we want the same thing too, but you can't.
Well, yeah, she consistently said that. She consistently was obligated to get whatever. You know what I mean? She was consistent too. You know what I mean? She had to be done. I agree with what Tay said, man. This is a reoccurrence. This is something that he instilled in her, that she was, this supposed to be pedestalized like this according to monetary gifts and value. Like, he already set that standard. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He probably didn't go as far as this event, which is a new. I don't believe if it happened like this, either it hadn't been that long since they would, in a relationship, for him to notice this event like this. It probably wasn't that long. He probably was like, "Oh yeah, girl, I got it," this and all the other type of stuff. So she was, you know what I'm saying, it looks the way she did, and he was just doing that type of thing. Mm-hmm. But you know what I'm saying, his limit came, and it wasn't that long when this, when they was doing a thing. Like, because if this is going over about a year or two, you would have had this issue already.
Absolutely.
Look,
it wouldn't have been this type of thing. It would have happened already.
Right. It wouldn't even be a video.
Yeah.
That's the case, right?
It would have been okay.
Yeah. So apparently there's something else going on lurking. There's so many open areas to this, because again, this young lady was like, I expect you to do this because I'm telling you, this dude has done things for her that's probably like on that, like he said, pedestalizing her. And again, if you're gonna start that way, family, then you're gonna have to finish this way, because again, when you abruptly stop like this, like she was like, okay, you do all this other stuff, you don't want to do this, you don't want to pay for my friends, you don't want to, see that he didn't establish something in between him and her that would, for him to be the way he acted. Because again, he was acting surprised because he didn't know that he was going to be paying for everybody. Everybody just got an invite. You know, and she like, nah, you gonna pay for everybody.
I got
He's
two
like,
more. I got two more questions about that video, fellas. One, do you think it was a skit? Two, what would you rate it? Me, it was trash because I saw girls yelling. I saw girls laughing as the video was about to end. So if y'all think it was a sketch, yes or no? And if it was a sketch, rate it from 1 to 10. If it was a sketch, it was trash.
I don't think that was a sketch, bro.
If it because when I watched the video, some people were saying that's a sketch. It was some trash.
I don't know, man. I've seen way more trash sketches than this, and I knew. You know what I mean? Like, no, this chick right here is crazy, bro. Like she legit on some other stuff.
Yeah,
She legitimately think the way she was talking. She legitimately believes what she says. That's my opinion. I don't think it was a sketch at all. I think it was a video made of two people who are in a relationship who need to grow up, and they caught it on film.
Because she acted from experience.
Yeah, because again, you got women in the background,
clean, bro. That was way too authentic to be. You got
women in the background that have doggy bags and stuff. Like they have the leftovers.
Oh no! Like they probably went out to eat. Then when they got outside, they was probably like, "Oh, we got an idea for some content. Let's act like you want me to pay for all these bras, and let's act dumb in the parking lot." I'm just saying because that's what it looks like.
If I was to rate it a sketch, it'll be trash.
Trash is it. Okay.
If I it'd be zero.
Just wanted to know. Yeah. Anybody that's tuning in, like if you saw the sketch, let me know. I mean, see.
You saw the video. Yeah, welcome to the mailroom.
If you saw the video,
get the likes up too, baby.
My bad. If you saw the video, let us know if you thought that was a sketch or if that was real.
Yeah, leave your comments.
I think it was real, but it was, I don't know. I saw people laughing, and then I thought I heard the man that was recording, whispering some shit. But anyway, yeah, that was interesting, man. To me, it was pretty self-explanatory that the guy wasn't wrong at all.
Mm-hmm.
It was just common sense, and you got to get to know the woman you're with, man. Like if that's not you, and that's not who you want to be consistently for your girl, then yeah, man. And then it's common courtesy and communication, and that's what lacked in that situation. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Nice one, fellas. Y'all ready to move on?
Yeah, let's do it.
Y'all ready to move on? We appreciate everybody that's tuning in, whatever platform you are on. We appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all so much. All right. Second topic of the day, second topic of the evening. Is there value? Is there still value in the dating, getting to know you phase of a relationship? This question pretty much stemmed from an experience I went through recently, where I was talking to a young lady, and there was a situation that we had a disagreement on something, and but prior to this disagreement, we were texting on the phone for like 2 weeks straight. You know what I'm saying? Everything was smooth, really getting to know each other. We had a small disagreement over something that she, just was passionate about, or something she'd been through that is just psychologically
happens, right?
And then the next day, I texted her good morning, and she said, good morning, it was dry, so I'm like, something wrong. Then she texts back saying, Rob, I don't think that we can move forward with getting to know each other. I'm like, okay. I'm like, okay.
Say.
Like, let me tell you. I was being open and upfront about things I went through in the past with women, the situations I had, and she mentioned that I was talking about that too much and things like that. And then she mentioned that she mentioned the fact that she saw me drinking a couple times when I was doing my live DJ sets, and when I was on here with y'all, I was sipping a little bit, and she said that bothered me. So. And then, it was like, it was crazy. I'm like, we just had these dope couple weeks of conversation. And
talking about like this?
Yeah, it's like, yeah. And like this. If I'm offending anybody else that's watching right now, please let me know right now. I will stop. I won't. No more. I won't pick it up. But yeah, she said she had a traumatic experience as she was growing up because her father, I guess, had issues, with drinking, and I definitely understood it. But I'm like, in the back of my, and she said, I don't want to date somebody like him. So two things I thought. One, you just insulted me. That's one. And then like second, like I felt judged, and you don't even know me. So like, what was the point of us talking all this time if you already have this set in your mind about me? You haven't spent no time with me. We haven't hung out yet. You haven't really caught my vibe, but you just went off things that you saw me on internet, doing what I do, entertaining and getting into my zone. And I'm doing something in my home that everybody in the world does. So if you have that strong of a mindset, what was the point of us talking these last 2 weeks? If you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So like, is there value? Like if you already setting your ways on something and you're talking to someone and they trigger that emotion for you and you just say forget it, what's the point of all that talking? If you're gonna be like that, you know what I'm saying? And that's for men and women. That's for men and women.
So Rob, answer the question, man, in specific, man. Yes or no? You think there's value in dating?
I do, with the right person that's willing to take the proper. I said that slow, but because I was still processing. With the right.
Sound like you was thinking the type. It sounded like you was thinking the type. Bro. I need you. You know what I'm saying?
With the right person that's willing to,
No, and I gotta push back. No, I gotta push back. Nope. See, we always do that. Okay. We always say it gotta be the right person. It gotta be this. No. It's a. To me, this is just my humble opinion here. To me, it's about your intent, right? If you're the way you can find value in a lot of things, even if the outcome doesn't go in your favor. You can still find the value in a lesson learned, or you can find value in something just by spending the time with that person. If you're dating intentionally, what we have done is adopted the casual dating thing, and we called it we're just doing me, and then we want to do me, but it depends on the right person for us to do what we really want to do. And the reality is that the person is not intentional. You're not intentional. You're not intentional if you're allowing all these things and be like, okay, well, this reminds me of this over here, all these traumatic responses. Listen, if you, again, we talked about accountability the other show, like whatever that is, that has nothing to do with the character of a guy. Because he has a drink or whatever doesn't mean and he reminds you of your dad. That has nothing to do with that man. That has everything to do with you.
It was crazy, bro.
So the thing is that a lot of times people date unintentionally. They're just dating for fun. They're not dating with an actual meaning behind it. For the most part, that's why I like what Jay said about he still believes in courting.
Yeah.
I would rather court you. You know what I'm saying? Like, because dating would be an example of the video we just saw. If it was just you and a woman, you take them out, you spend money. We every time we talk about dating, we talk about that part. That's just one component of dating someone. You can spend time with somebody without having to spend $300-400 in a night. Because if you're intentional, then your creativity will increase. When I was with my ex-wife, when we were dating, I remember one time I was broke. I was broke as a joke, right? Super broke, beyond broke. I was a vegan broke. I was beyond broke, right? And like beyond meat, whatever.
You gotta be true to yourself. You've been there.
Right. I tried a little joke. You know what I'm saying? I tried a little joke.
I caught it.
But yeah. So what happened was, I was broke, right? So so in the house, man, I had like bottles, right? We had like pop bottles, stuff like that, and all that kind of stuff. So I cashed them out. It totaled out to like $15. And when it came out to like $15, I was like, okay, man, I really wanted to spend time with her. Like, what should I do, right? And I'm like, all right. I started being creative because I had an intent. So I'm like, okay, we're gonna go by the water. I'm gonna grab some a little fruit tray. Then I'm gonna bring it back home, set it up. I'm gonna do all this because I was intentional and I wanted to pursue her.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So that's the thing. If you're a man has to be intentional in dating, and a woman needs to be receptive to the opportunity of dating someone that's interested in them. Like if you're ready for, because if a woman, especially if a woman say she's ready for marriage or she's ready for whatever the case may be, then if you're ready for that, then that means that you have done the work to prepare yourself for that particular type of role of a wife. That's if you're dating intentionally for that reason, for that goal. Because at the end of the day, that's where it leads to. You know what I'm saying? So if you're dating with no intent, then yeah, you're not going to get the results. So I think there's value in dating. I think there's value still, even in society, even in today's society. I still think it's value depending on your intention.
Makes sense.
And being open, because again, you can find value in mistakes and you can find value in miracles. But we don't like to make mistakes. We don't like to look a certain way. So we like, man, that was this, that was that. No, you can still find value in something, even if it don't come out to the way you want it to come out. There's still some valuable lessons you can learn along the way. That's just my take.
Shout out to real quick, man. Shout out to my man Calvin tapping in on the comments. Appreciate you, man. Boozy.
Go ahead.
Man, y'all just answered the reason. Like, to me, if we was just to say as an answer is there value in dating, I believe that it is. And y'all just explain why. To get to know, to each other, to find out. I date. If I was to date, I would date for consistency and compatibility. That's the two things that I look for. Now, I do what I got to do to get that time together and pay for whatever and schedule the thing. And like Tay said, even when, I don't have it, be creative and all that time. That's all in the culture because, I got the intention to find out more about this person. But that's what I look for is compatibility, and consistency. Like, what are we compatible with? Like, are we, as far as long-term, short-term, see, whatever the case may be, I'm just trying to find and then I want to find some consistency. Like, if we look at one of our messages, like people think when you date somebody, you see the representative of them when you first start dating. That's what the dating is for. Like, I want to find out, is that true? So I'm doing date 2, date 3. If I find some compatibility and something I'd like to continue, I'm doing date 2, date 3 to see the consistency in it. A lot of people do come out. I'm this, that, and the other, and end up to be bull. We all found that out. You know what I'm saying? But that all is in the sphere of dating. That's what it's for. It's for to find the compatibility and for me, it's for to find the compatibility and consistency in the other person to see how we is parallel. Should we continue? Or is it just a nightly thing? I mean, we're adults, man. Like, is it just a physical attraction? You know what I'm saying? Or are we better as friends? Are we better as friends with a little bit? I mean, we're adults. Like, we have to figure this out. That's what the dating is for. You know what I'm saying? And if I'm distinctly, like Tay said with the intent, if I distinctly want to get to know you, then I must take that time. Dating don't have a time limit either.
Right.
It don't. You don't have a time limit to date somebody, man.
Right.
That's why you want to find out if they fake or not. Take time. You want to find out if they compatible with you. Take the time. People don't want to take the time.
Hey, can I
get one out of the scenario and just call it.
Can I pick you on you say?
No.
Yeah, let me pick you on Jay real quick. Yo, he said something valuable because you have risk and then you have calculated risk. He's talking about taking the calculated risk that you find for whatever the outcome you want, and then for whatever you're intentionally doing, or whatever your intent is. Like he said, if you want to find out if a person is about certain things, then you have to spend some time with them. If you don't spend no time with them and you don't communicate, then you're not going to be able to find any value.
Right.
That.
Communicating take like the texting and talking that take you so far, but face to face, going out, you know what I'm saying, to really catch a decent understanding of what somebody is. I can tell you everything while we talking,
right?
But if it don't measure up when we out, you know what I'm saying? Come on now.
And then, like, even with this comment right here, I like what shout out to Calvin again. Thank you so much for watching the show. You know, it said before you can find value in dating, you must discover yourself valuable. Now, that's the whole point right there. The intent. That's why I said if you dated with intent, you already done that part. By the time you're dating with intent, you have already done this part to discover who you are, what you like, and what you. Because a lot of people know what they don't like, but they don't know what they do like, or what they do want, what they're actually looking for. It's a lot of people that's just looking for what they're looking for someone that they don't have to go through their old stuff with again. Like anything that don't remind me of what I went through, I like that. And it's like,
hard, bro. Hey, like Rollo, that was crazy.
I mean, for real. Like telling me that you finding value in yourself. You can't find value in yourself by saying, okay, so I don't like this when a person do that. I don't like this when a person say that. Like that's not finding value in yourself. That's just repeating what you don't like. You already know that. What is it that you do like? What is it that you do like about you that causes something to be of value? So if something is valuable to you, that's what you should be liking. Peace is valuable to me. So what are my deal makers? So we always talk about deal breakers. What are your deal makers? And you only can know your deal makers if you take the time to discover the value that's in you. Otherwise, your relationship is gonna sound like this.
Absolutely.
That's just my take.
That's an awesome take, man.
That is, man. I mean,
by the way, the mailroom does not condone violence and violent acts. we don't have that state of mind, but it was just perfect timing. That was perfect. We hope everybody drives safely. We don't want no smoke. We don't want no smoke in that aspect.
Right.
That was on point. You good. You was good.
Yeah, that's what we look for.
You was on your feet that time. You was good. That was awesome, man.
I like what you said though, Jay, about courting. Like courting is so it's missing. It's a missing piece. In today's society, is a very missing piece, and it worked. There was a time where it worked, and no one is even trying to use it now. I think we're just trying to get into these microwave relationships real quick, real fast. We're trying to do things real fast and quick, and it's not benefiting us. It's not going to benefit us.
People that's dating don't even have to stock to date, bro. People that's dating don't even have to stock to date. Like seriously, man, I got bullets.
Shots fired, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
hey, I mean, we don't have the content meeting until later this week, bro. We trying to get the third show. We're trying to get the third show content already, bro.
Already.
Oh, really?
They just don't, man. Like a lot of they put themselves in the market, dog, and be like, hey, I want this, that, and the other. You know what I'm saying? Usually they went through some, traumatic experience with 1, 2, 3 past relationships or whatever. They already damaged from that. They don't have no trust issue. They ain't had no trust. They had no, you know what I mean? And so they just trying to blanket all that with, being sufficed with, being taken out, being spent money on, physical attention, all that type. They just blanket all that. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I date for. I go back and try to find out, like, I know what I'm coming with. You know what I'm saying? I know what type of guy. I have to explain that type of guy, but then I'm going to have to show I'm that type of guy too, for anybody to believe it. So I'm going to do all that. So that's what I'm looking for in the back. And I understand through the course of me dating, through some experience, some people ain't even got the stock to date. Some people that need to do like Tay said, man, you need to find value in yourself before you try to find value in somebody else.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And you might believe you do, but there's some, you know what I'm saying? Might be some things just on the relationship aspect that you need to fix.
Yeah.
About you. You know what I'm saying? Because I had to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mentioned on the last podcast, I had trust issues. I have to fix my trust issues. I can't blame the next person for my trust issues. So I have to do that. You know what I'm saying? I have to band-aid that. I have to do that for me. I can't go in and the next person actually cool and they want me to trust them, and then they do something wrong, and I'll be like, yeah, see, that's why I ain't got trusted you. See, that's my fault.
Man, you tell me.
You see what I'm saying? So I mean, they need to go back and go home, go back to the lab.
Go back to the
lab. It's a, you know, overall we all agree there still is value in it, but you know, you got to be intentional. And my situation that happened, it just really threw me. Like, I never really been insulted and judged like that by somebody who we was actually having a connection. But at the same time, Tay, which like what you said, I was intentional, so I understood where I was at, and you know, it felt good to me until that happened. Like, I was really taking my time and getting to know her, and we was supposed to have a date that weekend that she decided not to talk to me no more. And then yeah, that got messed up. But at the same time, you know, you live and you learn, and each experience is different. But I just knew the headspace I was in when I was talking to her. Mm-hmm. Like, you know, it was like I really wanted to get to know her. I was willing to take her out and make it happen. But you know, it's all relative, and you live and you learn, and you keep it moving. Don't let
that's
nothing.
What I mean, though, man.
Don't let nothing.
That had nothing to do with you. Tay said that. It had nothing to do with like they had some past experience happen when somebody, whoever the case may be, had alcohol issues, and they was attached to it. You know what I'm saying? They got vulnerable to it. Maybe it was physical. Maybe it wasn't. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? But when it come down to you, and you sitting there doing this, and she like, I got a problem with it. Damn, what I got to do with me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I mean. So back to the lab and figure out what that is. That ain't got nothing to do with me.
Back to the lab.
You know what I'm saying? That's not fair. You know what I'm saying? If anybody would get to know me, they know I drink socially. They know we do. Yeah, we do. We kick. That's the origin of this, you know, how we started this podcast, man. We sat and chilled and talked and kicked it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and did this. You know what I'm saying? We did it over drinks. We started kicking it. You know what I mean? Yep. But, you know, we all know that we social drinks. We get the whole of it. Like, we all approaching a certain age that we can't be drinking like we used to.
Absolutely.
So we know we ain't going that far. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that knows us would know that. So she didn't know you. She automatically just labeled you. And it just called it that.
It was crazy. I never felt that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I never felt that before. I'm like I actually called Tay. I think I was gonna call you, Jay, but I think he was at work. But I had to get it off my chest, and I called Tay, and Tay chopped it up real good, man. Because I never been insulted like that before or judged like that. You know what I'm saying? For something like that. You know what I'm saying? And I know I don't have no issue with it, so it just really threw me. You know what I'm saying? We was really vibing. Everything was cool. I'm like, damn, like that, okay. Like you, she got to figure, like, go ahead and figure that out. Like, it was bad. It was bad. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just something that you got to, you know, kind of brush off and keep it moving, man. You know, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Yeah. Hey, dope conversation on that one, fellas. All right. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? We are at our featured topic of the show. Our featured topic, ladies and gentlemen.
We might get some smoke on this.
Let's have some fun with this.
If it ain't foggy right now, it's about to be.
It's about to be a little foggy. Our final topic and our featured topic of the Mailroom podcast: men versus women. Who flirts better? Who flirts better? Man, let's get into it.
Hey, yo, I took the liberty of doing a little poll.
Little polling, I did too, bro.
Oh, yeah, you did.
A little roly-poly, you know what I'm saying?
You did.
Yeah, I did a little poly, man. And it was a lot of people, especially on IG, it was a lot of people that were saying that, you know, that the women got the best talk to me.
Huh? I didn't mean to say it like that.
That's what they said.
Yeah, you did. You already did it.
Yeah, man, that's what they said. I was like, okay, all right, okay. I was like, okay.
Women had a better talking game.
Yeah, that's what they said. That's what the poll said.
Okay.
That I took on IG.
All right. I don't want to. I don't want to start with this one. I don't want to start off with this one because I do have an example of something that happened to me. I want to. Tay, I want you to go first on this one.
Okay.
Thank
What
you.
You said,
I
Yes.
got ammunition.
Good, man.
yeah.
Y'all might disagree with me.
Okay. Let's go. Let's
All right.
go with it, man.
It's women and it ain't even close.
Huh?
Really?
Women, they don't even. You know why?
It's not even close.
It's not even close. We said women, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
Oh,
Women
gotcha.
flirt. I agree with Calvin in his comment. I'll show it in a minute, Cal. Women flirt with their body. They flirt with their body language. They flirt with what they say, the way they look at you. Their whole entire beauty is flirt. I mean, I literally talked to a woman on the phone on the other day, and she told me that she was flirtatious. Women have a natural flirting ability. You know, listen, how many times since we talk about roundtable days, how many times in the roundtable days we talked about these dudes that don't know how to do nothing right in the club? They creepy. They all in the girl face.
Yes.
They trying to shove drinks down her throat. They don't
Elbows.
They just knocking out the way. You know what I'm saying? Then they hating on the other dude. That if she like another dude, they hating on him. They doing like as far as like talk game, man. Now women have that talk game, man. They know what to say. They know how to say it. You know, I think women flirt a little bit better than men. I think men have a creepiness in flirting. Now, there's some men, you know, that's like, yo, they got to talk. They got that talk, you know what I'm saying? And they know how to talk, but it's always it has to be in a certain setting. Like some men know how to talk, you know, in a woman's ear, like, yo, hey, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? There's some dudes be like, oh, girl, you so fine. Let me get to you. Let me, you know, they be all in the woman's face like that. I think women flirt better, man. I do. I think women. I think when it comes to that, I think women got it. Because really, they don't even need it. That's how I know. They can just point, and then we run it on over. They can just point. They can do this. A woman can do this to you, and you be like, me, who, me, him, me, and then you right over there, and she say, come here. You take your tail up over there. They don't have to. They can look. Rob, if a woman look at you, the type of woman that you like, because we know you different.
What?
You different. The type of woman that you like. I love you, man, but you different, bro. you got a certain type of woman you like.
I'm an alien.
I mean, sometimes. No, I'm saying the type of woman that you like. I'm specifically talking about you. The type of woman that you like.
Y'all get hit with y'all screen doors, y'all walk outside. Anyway, I hope y'all get hit with y'all screen doors when you step outside.
You hating. He's a hater. If a woman your type, the type of woman that you described to us that you like, if you did this, you gonna walk over there or you gonna ignore? Because you already. I'm talking about the type of woman that you like. Your type. If she do this to you in a split, you have floods, and she see you, and she actually come here, and she your type, you gonna walk over there? That's a yes. You waited too long. That's a yes.
But I'm not gonna make it seem like I've been looking at her all night.
No. See, you missing what I'm saying. I'm not saying that you now you feeling it some type of way. No. I'm talking about specifically flirting. Yeah. If she sits there and do this, and look at you that way, that's all she gotta do. Okay. That's all she gotta do. And
unless I'm too far away to get to her, we're gonna have to beat up in the middle.
So when it comes to a caliber of woman, like women have that, they know how to do it. And
I ain't going over there. She ain't coming over here. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
That's how they rock. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Jay. What you think, man?
I think, you know, let's go back to the comment. You know, I'm literal. Let's go back to the question, right? Who flirts better, right? Men and women, that's what it is, right? I think, like, see, Tay is alluding to what I'm thinking. Like there's different ways of that. There's different ways of flirting, and I agree with what he said. Like, women got that in the bag. I can't even knock like that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not agreeing with the conversation. Not according to introduction. That's the only one I don't agree with. Everything else is great. You know what I'm saying? Like, women do that shit according to introduction. You know what I'm saying? Like, if guy and girl, you know what I'm saying, you know, got that vibe or whatever, you know what I'm saying, they're looking at each other, this. The intro conversation, no. I believe men do better. Because we have to. But the other rest of it, like, as far as flirting as a whole, yeah, women got that in the back. But the introduction, we're talking about talk, because if you're somebody reading the caption, it says talk game. If you're talking about that, no, I'm not agreeing with that.
Women don't have good talk game.
That's what I was. That was talk game.
No,
like, you said talk game.
It
says who has the best talk game. Flirting is talking.
No,
I mean, it could be physical, but like flirting is like talking. Like you know what I'm saying? You let this person know in a very subtle way you're interested in them to get them interested in you. If I walk up to a female in the club, like, you know what I'm saying, just fooling around, like, y'all see me, sometimes I'm silly. I walk up to a female, I just start dancing with her, whatever, and just move on. You know what I'm saying? That's like, that don't mean I'm flirting with her. I'm just vibing out right now. But if I do that and then I pull her to the side and start talking, what am I saying that's going to get her not to leave? Who does that better?
That's the conversation for the part. That part, I don't know. I think because we are
moving the goalposts here, man.
You said what?
We're moving the goalposts. We talking about introduction and all that, dude. They are the masters at flirting. Period.
Well, I get what you're
saying. I get the aspect you're talking about it.
And this is the reason why we're talking about the topic, Tay. This is the reason why.
Game. They know how to talk.
No, they don't.
Okay, we're not talking about. Listen, we're not talking about the kind of chick that we saw in that video. We're not talking about that. How many times we done went to floods, bro?
You never had no woman play no game to me.
You don't even be paying attention. I ain't gonna even do this on you live, bro.
All right, so Tay, let's do it. Let's do it, dog.
Let's have a conversation. Let's
do it. Have you ever had a girl that walked up to you and flirted with you by conversation?
Yes, I've had an anecdotal experience.
Does that happen a lot to you?
No, I say that a lot. I say anecdotally, it happened to me. Okay. Maybe a couple times where, you know, the chick says something, I'm like, okay.
Right.
I like the way you worded that because I be right. Yeah.
Right. But only in that aspect, that's all I said. Only in that aspect, men do that more than women do.
So give me an example.
So in the introduction conversation, no. In introduction conversation, ain't no way.
So how come men get rejected so much then? If they talk game is better.
That is the question of all questions.
To be or not to be. That is flirt or not to flirt is the question. Whether it is nobler in the minds of those that flirt. I mean, that's what I'm saying. If men got better talk game, then we are rejected more than women.
Right.
See, we're talking about experiences just from our own vicinity, but if we really expand what we're saying right now, men always get rejected by women just through introduction.
That's true.
That's real talk.
That. Logistically, you making sense.
Logistically, we don't get accepted like that unless a man has something that they are attracted to. It could be money, physique, or whatever. And women will dissect that on their own. But when it comes to talk game, if a man got good talk game, then why is it rejection? We get all the time. Reject a woman and see what happens. Rob, Jay, you ever talk to a woman and she all that, and then all of a sudden you reject her?
Oh, they turned into a guy.
I know he didn't just reject me. I know this. I know.
Oh, I know you didn't
reject me. You rejected me. You?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
But men, we get rejected, man. When we try to talk to us, it depends. I literally just had this conversation like a day ago. Yeah, this man was talking to me. He came up to me. I did not want to talk to him, and she rejected him. Mm-hmm. His talk game was terrible. He's like, you let your man go out with you tonight looking all that good. Like, come on, man. That's how men talk to women. You know I'm telling the truth now. Okay. When it comes to initial introduction, like Jay saying, the conversation goes a little bit left before the man get it right back to where he wanted.
Oh, I got a question. I got a question. Does the atmosphere that you flirt in matter?
Absolutely.
How much?
Absolutely. Because if you're in a certain atmosphere, like say for instance, you're in a certain atmosphere, like because we from D, right? Let's say for instance, you go to
hold on, Tim. I'm gonna let you. Sean said that's
hold on. I'm gonna get to the comments. Hold on. I'm gonna get to the comments.
Oh, my bad.
Okay.
Let's say for instance, we
generic, man. We got people, right, man, they ain't in our location. Just say a general bar.
Yeah. Nikki's, if you go to Nikki's, do you need to flirt at Nikki's? No, because everybody is there for a particular purpose. They know they want to get bust down.
Damn.
I mean, real talk. Like some people go there in that particular atmosphere, they go in there because they don't want to get the bust down. Straight up. Now, if you go somewhere, like if you go to a place like the Detroit Social Club, that's a different atmosphere, that's a different level. Their intentions are totally different. You're going to need that flirt game in there.
And everyone, we're talking about the intentions of men and women. Everyone that's just tuning in, we're talking about men and women. So
at the end of the day, at the Detroit Social Club is a certain type of spot. And if you're going to meet somebody there, they have a certain level, a certain atmosphere. You're going to need that flirt game. You're going to need that talk game. Now that's where the talk game come into play. But it depends on, like you said, to answer your question about the atmosphere, it totally depends on the atmosphere. Because some atmospheres, you don't even need to flirt. Again, a woman can point down here, point. That's it.
I get that. I do get all that.
So
but women don't approach.
They cover so many bases of it, though. That's all I'm saying.
Do men and women let their guard down if they're being flirted with a little bit, depending on where they are? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if somebody give you a whack line or if somebody do something that would normally get your attention, but you in a certain spot. And they kind of they kind of go with it, okay. And then y'all start talking, whatever. Do they let somebody mac them like that?
Say that one more time.
Like if you're in a certain atmosphere, do you let your guard down when you're being flirted with? Like if somebody maybe comes at you wrong or whatever, but you're in this certain spot, you know what I mean? Does that affect how you respond if somebody flirts with you?
That might be on an individual basis. You know what I'm saying? If we taking the two environments that Tay was talking about, if you talk about like a social atmosphere that's kind of upper, you know what I'm saying, echelon, I'll say it that way, rather than a normal party Saturday night stand only area club. You know what I'm saying? If you talk about those two environments, I think it's based on individual at that point. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it was me, if I was to ask in my opinion, then if I was in a classier spot and if somebody say either something wrong or right to me, I'm in an environment, you know what I'm saying, that's supposed to be of people in that mindset. So I'll probably let that slide. But in a traditional, you know what I'm saying, like just a party out, you know what I'm saying, rave light type scenario, then no, I'm not. No, I wouldn't. You know, I wouldn't even phase it that way. I wouldn't even try to appease it. That's just me.
What about you, Busy?
I repeat it again. I'm sorry, I was doing some stuff over here.
No, we were just talking about the atmosphere that you in. Does that lower your guard? That you're more accepting of being flirted with, and if they say something that doesn't necessarily appeal to you, but you in a certain spot, you're like, you know what, it's cool. I'm gonna roll with it.
I'm approaching 40 years old. If a woman flirt with me in the library, grocery store, church, listen, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. You gotta come with it. And if you came with it, I appreciate it. I really appreciate it. Again, man, if the atmosphere is going to let me know, like I already like I gave the example. If I'm going to certain places, like you said, certain elegant places or something like that, and it's a nice little spot, You know what I'm saying? We know the caliber of women that's there. Okay, yeah, the talk game is gonna be on 10, right? It's on 10.
Right.
But I don't need it to be on 10 if I'm going to Nikki Floods or Mixed, or I don't have to put it on 10. I could just, I can walk in like this, and all I gotta do is be like, "What's up? You doing all right?" You know, then we crack a little joke, laughter breaks the ice. Boom, it is what it is. Hey, you want a drink? Take it to the bar, have a drink, talk for a while, wait on the drink, get to know her a little bit. Hope you have a good night. Peace out. I left my stamp. I'm good. She see me in the spot. She gonna be like, "That's him right there, the big fella right there with that. He was over there getting me green. Look at him. I normally don't talk to big dudes, but he's so sexy. It's so neat." You know I mean, dude, that's what I'm saying. Women, their flirt game is on a different. That's why I said it's better. I'm not listen. I'm saying it's better. If we answer the actual question, which is who flirts better, I added the talk game because that's a part of the flirting. But who flirts?
That's the only reason I start talking. That's it.
Right. The who flirts better though is women. Just like it is what it is, because they do it in a holistic way. We have to from a certain standpoint. Like if we flirt with a chick, we gotta say certain things in a certain level. Certain with them. We can't, because like some guys get rejected a lot. Men get rejected a lot in as far as the introduction. Like, hey, how you doing? You all right? I got a man. So like some women just go there. Some women just cook you right up top. They don't even wait. They just cook you right up top. The way they look at your shoes.
Even if it's true.
Exactly. A woman to look at a man's shoes already know, bro, he ain't got nothing going on. Don't care about himself. That's how women, they look at your shoes, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You gotta keep your feet on. You gotta keep your head on the swivel in the shoe store. Like, in line. Okay, let me get these Kohans. Let me get these. Oh, they got some good. Whatever you like. Like women will do that. They look at you from head to toe. Sometimes from toe to head. Like the bottom of your feet, they look at you like, like he ain't got nothing coming. You know what I'm saying? But that's what's up. I mean, overall, I think women flirt better. They flirt in a holistic way. They can flirt with their eyes. They flirt with their body. They flirt with what they say. They flirt with their mannerism. The ladylike thing alone. I mean, they flirtatious, man.
Anybody that's tapping in right now, we are on our featured topic: men and women. Flirt better. If anybody would like to leave a comment, letting us know what you feel, we definitely appreciate that. We appreciate everybody that's tapping in on all our platforms. Man, that was. Say, I didn't know you was gonna come like that, but it made a lot.
Hold on.
I know you did.
Why do you think? We got a few minutes. Let's have a couple more people chime in. We got a minute. Let's give it a second.
Oh no, I wasn't about to.
I got you. I just got a question though. Tay, why do you think men get turned down like that though more often?
I think men get turned like that more often because how can I put this? It depends on what kind of man you are though, man. The men that get rejected the most are guys that just don't know how to talk to women. They don't know how to communicate. I think men get rejected more often because their communication skills is not totally up to par. And their approach is something that women be like turned off by. A woman be turned off by you just the way you walked up. if you see a group of women at a table at a brunch, it's like two women and a guy walk up and he know he ain't supposed to be talking to this chick, but he gonna shoot his shot anyway. And shout out to the confident brother, you know what I'm saying? And she gonna look at him and be like, and then look at her girl, be like, girl, I know this man ain't gonna try. Is he walking with me? And then she'll be nice, like, hi, how you doing? Hey, I just wanted to say, if you feel like, you're your friend, all right? Yeah, I'm good. Yeah. In her mind, she like, I wish you would just walk away. But she's gonna be polite. And then he gonna say something that's gonna be a turn off. And then she gonna be like, no, I'm not interested. Thank you. Just hear my girl. Boom. You know what I'm saying? Like I think men get rejected often too a lot because they have bad timing.
Could be, yeah.
that time in the approach. Like, if I see two women at a restaurant for lunch or brunch, and I think one of them is very attractive and everything, if I see two women talking to each other, they don't want to be bothered. They chilling.
Yeah, there's certain places I know I'm not going to approach a woman. There's just certain places that I just have in my mind. This is not the right spot. You know what I'm saying? Right. I'm not going to necessarily walk up to you at the grocery store when I see you with your daughter. I'm not going to necessarily walk up to you, you know, if I see you, like Taylor said, with your friend at a restaurant. You don't know the energy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just certain places that I feel you should have a radar on. You know what? This is not really the spot. You know what I mean? You know, it's not what it is. I'm gonna come off wrong. It's not gonna. Nothing's gonna transpire from this interaction because her head probably not there, or she might say his head might not be there. So I'm gonna fall back. You know what I'm saying? You know, you outside in the city. You know, walking. You know, just walking around, chilling. You know what I'm saying? Downtown, people in passing. You know what I'm saying? It might not be the best time either. You don't know what they're doing. You don't know what's going on. It's timing. It's spotting. It's the energy.
That's why, like, the first time we talked before, fellas. Like, you know, that's why a lot of times when I go to a spot, like even when I come back and visit Detroit and stuff, and I go out with you guys, like when I walk in, I'm chilling for a minute. I ain't the spot out. I ain't trying to hurry up and get to the dance floor, start sweating, start getting everybody to start hustling and shuffling. And no, let me get my drink first. Dang, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to rush into the fun. Like, if I'm, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to see what the atmosphere is like, what's going on, what type of women is in the building. Are they nice women? If that's cool, I can just be nice to them, and I can be cool with them, and they ain't got to worry about me trying to like be all up on them. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking to see what caliber
you assess the situation.
Right. Yeah. And then once I do that, you know, then I'm Gucci. You know what I'm saying? I'll go ahead, you know. If I spot one, you know what I'm saying, one of them might like my sense of humor or something like that. Hey, laugh to a hug. You feel me? Laugh to come on. Oh, you know what I'm saying? And then we good. Like, you know, I think again, like I said, men be timing, they be rushing their words, they be telling you, man. We know this though, fellas. We know we talk about this sometimes. Like guys that be having like why did he say
don't know
that?
we talk about this, but
like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that kind of guy that be in the spot just trying to talk to every last, like, come on. So you know,
right?
Man, that's why I think men get rejected, man. The timing and their approach, man. It's just like that. A mixture of that, to me, makes a good rejection.
Man, I had a situation, and this was funny to me. This is it gets frustrating to me sometimes when women do this. I was at a bar one time, and I was by myself. Just went to have a drink one evening. You know what I'm saying? Just at home. So I just went, and I was at the bar just chilling, had a drink. A young lady walked up. You know what I'm saying? I'm like maybe 1.5 in right now, so I'm starting to feel good. The music playing, I'm vibing. She grabbed her drink, take it. She just stays by the bar for a second. So I'm like, you know, I'm looking at her, very attractive young lady. You know what I'm saying? So by this time, you know, I'm getting loose. So, you know, y'all know me. I get silly. So I nudge. I'm like, hey, you know, what you drinking? She's like, oh, I just had some here. I'm like, all right, cool. You're not going to get another one? She's like, nah, I'm good. All right. So I kept doing my thing. She stayed there for like another 5-10 minutes. I looked at her and said, I was like, you good? She was like, yeah. I was like, well, you know, you just kind of, you know, you go, people here, what's going on? She's like, no, I was just waiting for you to say something to me. I'm like, what?
That's a kind of like an urban thing, bro. Is like some people believe that men should approach women. Is that true or false? Like that should be the thing.
To this day,
that's what he just. Yeah. There are instances that women do approach men. I do get that, but if you want to limit a ruling, men are approaching women first, right? Or no?
That's what happens the most,
right?
I think I don't see a problem with a woman.
So our attempt scale is high, like because of that. A lot of people think that. So men attempt to talk to women on more of a scale than women talk to men. It's off the chart on our attempts to talk to men and women. That's why we get ejected more because of that ruling, and also the attempts that we have to take.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like that's how I feel.
And any of the ladies tapping in right now can answer this question. Are y'all afraid to be rejected if y'all want to approach a man? Because like take us three for example. Like we the most down to earth dudes ever. You know what I'm saying? It don't take much, but like we definitely appreciate, hey, how you doing? Or even if you want to come in on some silly stuff like, oh, what you drinking? You know what I'm saying? You've been turning up. You know, just don't, like, are y'all with ladies? Are you afraid of being rejected when you flirt with a guy? Like, I don't. That girl, she stood there for like 10 minutes, waiting for me to say something. I'm just glad I did. But it's like, you know, I said something to you first.
Yeah, put a one in the comments. Put a one in the chat if y'all scared. If you be honest,
I think the majority of women are. I think they are. I think we're prone. Men are prone to
we used to it. We don't care.
We used to it. We like, you know what I mean? We can be really done. I'm a nice guy. If anybody know me, I'm a nice, decent guy. You know what I'm saying? So because I'm not going to say nothing wild to you. I'm not going to talk about your physical assets. I'm not about to walk up and touch you.
Oh,
I don't do none of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to do none of that. But if I come, you know what I'm saying, and kick it with you and just on normal, you know what I'm saying, by cases, whatever, like Tay said, you know what I'm saying, like, they just have their own thing. They just not going to talk to me. Maybe I'm too short. I don't know. Like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe they preference, I'm not it. That's cool. Fine. But I'm used to that rejection, even though I am the guy that I am. But that don't make me stop. I just keep doing it. I think women are just prone. Like, I think they just more, you know what I'm saying, afraid of getting rejected than men are, because we used to doing it. You know what I'm saying? If a woman put it, because they never put themselves out there like that. Rob was talking about his scenario. I had a woman that actually, you know, just like Tay said, we assess the situation, right? We come into the bar, get our drink, turn around, lean on it, look at everybody. I seen her the whole time. I noticed her. I go ahead and get my round two, right? Rob, I'm going to get my round two. I go ahead and get to the bar. She comes to the bar with me. I'm like, okay. It's already the same scenario, Rob. I already know. Like, she wanted me to say something to her. I just know her chemistry, her body language. Tay already explained it. I see it, right? I get it. I didn't come for that, but I'm like, all right, okay, it's cool. So I was like, I'm gonna talk to her in my time. I'm thinking about the timing, right? I was like, I'll talk to her when I get my drink. So I'm in my direction, in her direction, and where I'm at. I reach and try to get the bartender's attention. I'm like, hey, shorty, you know what I'm saying? Like, let me get a drink over here. The girl was like, huh? I was like, no, I was talking to the bartender. She was like, oh, I thought she was talking to me. That's what she wanted. But you could have just said that. Now, if she would have just said that, and I was like, no, I'm not interested, she would have felt way worse than me. That's off the top. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, I jumped out of my whole scheme just to say something. And this dude, you know what I'm saying? I don't necessarily do that. You know what I'm saying? And he reject. Oh, hell. You know what I'm saying? That they go back into their show. Like, see, this is why I don't do this. That's what I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to the ladies tapping in on the comments, but we have some really good comments. Put those back up, busy. We appreciate you, ladies.
But I believe
in approaching, man. Even buying a drink if I'm interested. Okay.
Yeah. That's nice. You know what? I think like real talk, like even back in the day, like old school back in the day, you know, where sometimes like a lady would place herself in a particular situation to need some help from a guy that she's like looking at or whatever. And then she'd go ahead and, you know, he'd be like, oh, here you go, man. You drop your handkerchief. He'd go, oh, thank you so much. Oh, okay, good. You good? Yeah, I'm good now. You know, because my man is there. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, she good now. See what I'm saying? So it used to be an undertone of flirting that wasn't creepy. Because I mean, let's be real. If we talk about, you know, men being creeps, some women that's creeps too, man. It's some women. Listen, I know what I'm talking about because especially these older women. Come here, young man.
Oh, yeah.
Young man.
Yeah.
I gotta be a silly.
Yeah, that's true.
Young man.
But everybody's different, though.
Young man.
Everybody's different, though.
Come here, young man.
Some women, you know, wouldn't mind approaching a guy, like, you know, like we just seen in the comments. Some women like approaching guys. Some women get rejected, don't even think a thing of it because they're confident in themselves.
And shout out to the women that don't. And shout out to the women that don't trip off rejection. We appreciate it.
I love that.
Yeah. Shout out.
Yeah. Give a round of applause to them, dog. That's definitely what's up.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? That's definitely what's up.
Absolutely.
There's too many people in this world to be worried about one person that is not feeling your vibe. Keep it moving.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Keep it moving. Keep it moving.
Absolutely. That was fun.
Yeah.
That was fun. Like that.
Man,
There was women that said that you know.
Not a. Let's see.
She said, "Okay, Alicia."
Yeah, put that one up. Put that one up. What's up, Alicia?
I'm not afraid of rejection. I never had to approach a guy. For me, it's awkward to make the first move, but that's just me. However, I would try if I'm interested. Okay. All right. Okay. That's a very objective
Very level-headed.
review. I mean, I think she was trying to stunt though when she said I never had to approach a guy. Like, oh, that's fine. Oh, yeah, that's fine. Oh, for real though. Oh, for real though.
All three of us.
Oh, for real though. Oh, yeah, that's fine. I ain't never got to approach a guy.
Hey, you better know all three of us can call her when this show is over and go in. You better be careful.
Hey, what? Hey, say why was she stunting, bro?
Hey, because I tried. She was stunning, man. She was being so crazy on that comment. I felt like that was a very arrogant statement right there. You know what I'm saying? Like he was being a real arrow right there. No, I'm having fun, man. But shout out to all the comments. Shout out to everybody, man. What y'all think about the show tonight, man? It was a good show.
Hey, shout out to everybody that tapped in. Hey, fellas. Hey,
I feel that.
Hey,
let's do something wild, though. Hey, Rob. Let me ask you something, man. Let's do something wild, man. Let's have everybody that's chiming in, man. Let's give us one quick question for us.
Oh, that's a good one. I like that. Anybody
just
have a question?
Some, you know,
anybody have
people that's in there, man? Just this message.
Is there anything that y'all want to ask? Is there anything y'all want to ask the mailroom squad? Calvin, is it possible to be rejected before you can even speak?
Yes.
Damn.
Yes.
Yes.
I elaborated on that earlier. Absolutely.
If you're talking to the side of the cheek of the chick when you walked up, you have already.
You have already been rejected.
If she don't even turn her head towards you, like she see you coming, but yet she goes back to what she was looking at. Oh yeah, you've been rejected. You've been rejected. That's that mannerism we talked about. That's mannerism of, for a woman to be approachable. There's the other one too. Like she will go ahead and let you know that you have been declined.
And everything
like a car.
Everything we talk about, ladies and gentlemen, everything that the mailroom squad talks about, ladies and gentlemen, is from experience. Either we've seen it or we've been through it. So,
and we probably talked to people too that had some type of issue. I mean, I know some guys, man. I know some guys, dude. Like, I was trying to save them, like before they even walked up to the woman, because I'm like, yo, she ain't gonna be interested in you, bro. Like, not for real. You're like, man, I gotta shoot my shot. I'm like, okay. And then next thing you know, all you heard was
even though he got hit, he was just looking like
he got popped. He got popped so bad. Hey, I see you from across the room, you know what I'm saying? I was trying to holler. And then the other person I seen, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, for real though, no. I mean, don't walk away. I mean, I'm just trying to get to know you though. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, for real. Like, hey, don't walk. Hey,
already.
Shots fired, bro. Tried to save you, dog. Now I gotta resuscitate this dude. Because he wouldn't listen.
Oh man. Can we hit that? Can we hit that other question, man?
That was a good one.
Rob, man, take that one, bro.
Calvin, we appreciate you. This material thing be personality.
What you think, bro?
I hope, but that's not the case a lot. Depending on, and it's like we talked about the atmosphere and where you are. I think in certain places where you decide to approach someone, it does. In certain places, it doesn't. If I meet you in the library and you see me, reading a book on literature or whatever, and you sit next to me, you're also reading a book about literature, and we start having discussion on that. Don't start asking me what type of car I have after that. Like, no. So, hopefully, it balances out.
Okay. All right, man. Like, if I was to chime, man, does material things be the person? No, it does not. Society make it though.
Yeah.
Society makes it that way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, society does make it that way.
Yeah, guys are prone to, okay, I gotta look, you know what I'm saying? The more flashier I look, the more attention I get. Society did that. You know what I'm saying? Because you can be flashy as hell and have zero personality and still get attention. You know what I'm saying? Like that happens. But we talking about, if you talking about longevity, like, you know what I'm saying, in the moral aspect of trying to be, you know what I'm saying, like, or dating, like, on a serious tip, no, it does not. But in this world we live in, every single time, for some, I mean, that's society built these type of introductions, dog. Like, you know what I mean? So the car I drive, the money I make depicts the person that I am. It's just what it is. Like, you can't have a nice average guy anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can, but you know what I'm saying? Like, the way society built it just get overlooked. The reason of this podcast, if I want to go there, the reason of this podcast is overlooking the valuable and the normal. That's what, you know what I mean? Like, I'm a traditional normal guy. Like, it is what it is. I make the money I make. It is what it is. Not highfalutin. I'm not flashy. I ain't got triple figures. I you know what I mean? Just a normal person. That means I can't get rewarded with the same type of relationship that I need or that I should have. I should. That's the reason of this podcast. But the way society set up, man, material things, they do win. Like, it's just crazy. You know what I'm saying? You see the flock around a dude with 19 chains on him. You know what I'm saying? Like, you see that. You see that. Like, that's just what it is. Society built that. We turn around and turn on our TV. You know what I'm saying? See dudes flying in yachts, and you know that's why people post like they do on social media. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, all the flashy type of stuff. That's just, it gets attention. Like, that's all it's for. Like, so it works out. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But nah, man. Nah, in long term, we talking about grown men. Like, last time I checked, this panel was grown as hell. So we talking about grown men. Yeah. Material things don't mean nothing to men. You know what I'm saying? Or to the you know what I'm saying, to the grown woman, it shouldn't. It's a nice asset. Right. It shouldn't mean anything. Because you can be a rich Dion. For real. It's what it is.
What you think? Don't point, my guy. What you think, Bizzle?
Oh no, I agree, man. I ain't got much to say about that, man. I mean, JB just preached a sermon, though. I'm good. I agree with you totally.
Tabernacle. All right. man. Fellas, anything else before we shut down the episode number 2? We appreciate everybody that tapped in.
Yes.
Fellas, I like this one, man.
Yeah.
I like this one, man. I like that. I hope we get just some people that didn't tune in. Go back and watch it. This is, if y'all tuned in late, go back and watch. Man, I like this one. Yeah. I don't know what it is about this.
This was a good show. This is a good episode number 2.
We got the kicks out on the pilot. It's like, bro, let's keep this coming.
Yeah,
Smoke,
got the momentum.
I want.
All
That's what's up, though.
So everybody that tapped in, thank you all so much for tapping in, man, to the second episode of the Mailroom. Make sure you follow our Facebook page, the Mailroom. You can holler at us on Instagram at the Mailroom View. Please tap into our YouTube channel, the Mailroom Network. Where else we at, fellas? Where else we at?
Man, they can email us at themailroom313@yahoo.com if you want us to go over some content or go over some things, you know. Definitely.
We all got our personal Instagrams up. Hit us up if you want to. Personal conversation, it is what it is.
Hit me up on Chef Tay Biz on Instagram, you know what I'm saying? Where I do my cooking thing, you know what I'm saying?
That boy does his thing.
Yeah, I'm spreading love on that plate. Yeah, man.
Hey, we love and appreciate each and everybody that tapped in, man. We will see y'all next week for some more smoke.
Hold on 1 second, though. We do have a YouTube channel.
Yes, we do.
We do.
Links to everything is in the comments. So link to the channel, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell for the algorithm. For the algorithm. Comment, like, share, subscribe. Let's get it.
All right, the Mailroom. We love y'all. We out.
All right. Let's do it. Let's take them out with this real quick.